Okay, hey, so hi. Yeah, Jazzler is kind of being a jerk today, guys, so bear with me, and I'm extremely tired. But it is Friday, which means it is that time again. It is the super fun local show. I'm doing something a little bit different this week. Usually I have bands in, and, my whole thing is I support the scene, and there's a whole lot more people that make the scene what it is that don't just play music. You've got your bouncers, you've got your bartenders, you've got your venue staff and your promoters and your front of house engineers and your photographers and many more people. So today I have Sarah Vesselin.
Hello.
She is one of the newer, but like everybody knows you already, like photographers in St. Louis. And you have a company.
I do.
So why don't you tell me about that first?
So the name of my company is called Kelyn. So that's kind of confusing. Some people will see like my name and then Kelyn. That is a mix of my middle name and my younger sister Julia, her middle name. So it's Keller and Lynn combined.
Okay, I was wondering where you got that too.
Yep. I didn't really want it to be my name, and I don't really know why. I just didn't. And I wanted it to have some kind of family or like sentimental meaning.
Mm-hmm.
And one night I was going to bed and that just popped in my mind and rolled with it. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it's working for you so far.
Yeah.
But let's rewind a little bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna skip around. So I usually always start off with, right, Pat, with the when I first met somebody, like, because 98% of the times I have a band in here, it's somebody I've met before.
Mm-hmm.
It's just recently been that I've been getting newer bands in. I met you for the first time this past October.
Yes.
You were at the Strikes Back CD release show here in St. Louis with Hold Close. I dropped in to say hi and give them love because I wasn't going to be there that night because Get Up Kids was playing at Firebird. It was my birthday weekend, and that was a bucket list band. But I remember seeing you there, and Jessie McKee, who's another photographer, she said, "Oh, you don't know Sarah? You'll love Sarah. You guys are just." Seriously, you need to talk to her. You will like. I guess we have similar taste in music, or I don't know, but she called it, and I did. I went up to see them the next night at their next show in Columbia, and you happened to be there, and we got to talk and
hang out.
Yeah, hang out and talking about photos. I think I helped you with like some video.
You took like an entire video on my phone. It was great. It turned out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you did.
Usually, my hands are really shaky.
No, it was perfect.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Looked awesome.
But yeah, you were taking these, like, I had never seen them yet, these little Instax photos.
Yes.
So it's like old Polaroids.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I knew my friends in Isabella were getting ready to have their CD release show, and I know their vocalist Tim is a really artsy fella. And they worked so hard on that CD, and they're just nice guys. That I wanted to do something nice for them, so I kind of like helped hook that up and got you there.
Yeah.
And that really was the big first show that you did, I think.
That was to this day probably one of my favorite nights so far. It really was. I mean, I know circumstances, but it was so much fun. Tim and all the guys are so nice, and they're funny, and they're really, really talented.
Right, yeah.
Like, really talented.
Stupid good, yeah.
I'll be completely honest. I really hadn't listened to them much before I did that, but then once they started playing, and I usually kind of black out when I'm shooting, but like that show just was incredible.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
I love when there's that energy in the room.
Oh, yep.
It's like all the stars aligned just right. Yeah, and last night was a night like that too.
Yeah.
Which you were supposed to be there and you weren't able to make it.
I was not able to be there.
But our friends in City of Parks and Hold Close, who we were just talking about, played a show together last night at Fubar, and it was one of those high energy nights. Like, that's one of the reasons I'm so tired today.
Yeah.
Is that I went, and I was up front screaming the lyrics myself, and I never do that at shows. Anybody that sees me out at shows, I'm usually standing against a wall somewhere or something.
It's funny. Technically, my first show I ever shot was Union Grove at Fubar.
Nice. I love Union Grove, though.
One of my really, really good friends I've known since I was like 4, she's really good friends with DJ.
Okay.
and the drummer. And
yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
They're going to be on my show later this semester. They do a really sick cover of Space Age Love Song.
Yes.
Which I love that song. I'm a big 80s new wave, 80s pop nut. And they played a show at Pops on a Sunday afternoon show, and I heard that, and it caught my attention immediately. And I mean, their original stuff's great too, but that's a song that's like, if you know it, you'll be like, oh my god. And if you don't know it, you're too young, or you don't know.
I know. I remember looking down. I was looking at my camera, looking at some of the photos I had taken, and then they started playing that, and I was just like, oh, yes,
right.
Thank you,
right.
Thank you.
And it is the best Flock Seagull song, by the way.
It
really is.
Yeah.
They can run as far as they want, but that should have been the single.
So good.
But yeah, no. So I don't know. I guess we'll take a break. We're just gonna sit here and kick it today. Talk, get to know Sarah, what she's about. Talk about some of the shows she's shot and been to, and memorable stuff. And she also picked every single song that we're gonna feature today. Handpicked. So since we were just talking about Isabella. I guess we'll go ahead and start off with them, since that really was, you said, was such a good show and energy. This is a great song. I want it to be summer again.
Oh my god!
So that they can play this, because it was released last summer, but like barely. Yeah. By the end, they released it for Point Fest. It's a summer song, and then the record came out in October, so it's hopefully it'll get that hype.
Yep.
I mean,
it's like, it was like
70 degrees. Yeah, it may as well be. It may as well be summer now anyway. So yeah, Isabella put out a new EP last October. It is called Nice Knives. It is available wherever digital media is sold, and you can catch them at a show. How about that? And you can get a CD there. I know they're playing next April 1st at the Firebird. They also have a crazy, like 8-band, crazy long show on March 11th out in Jackson, Missouri. So if you like Isabella, don't sleep on them. They're good stuff. This is Yingling.